Hi everybody, my name is Caitlin Broccoli and I am a career education specialist in the Center for Career and Experiential Education. And today I'm going to walk you through our website and resources for you, as well as working on your resume and finding an internship. Finding an internship tips have changed a little bit recently due to COVID-19, and so I'm going to show you some resources and how to best do that. So if you're watching my screen here, you can see our website, which is uri.edu/career. And we have a bunch of resources for you on here, specifically professional development modules. If you click on professional development modules on this tab here, it will bring you to an entire list of modules that will help you create a resume, work on job and internship search, professionalism, exploring careers, networking, interviewing, writing a cover letter, and writing a resume. For writing a resume, I definitely recommend starting here. You have full access to this, and you can walk step by step through it at your own pace to create a resume. This is really helpful if you have not created a resume yet, or if you want to get started on creating it on a Word doc or a Google Doc. We do recommend using a Word or Google Doc because of applicant scanning software, which I can go into a little bit more detail later on, but basically applicant tracking software scans your resumes and they're most likely to be received well on a Google Doc or a Word document. And here you can see what the actual template of a resume will look like. So you can walk through, and this entire slideshow will walk you through how to create your resume and add these sections appropriately. For your resume, I also want to showcase some different resources for you on our website that we have put together as well. So if you go back up to the top and click Students, you can go to your career cluster page. Career and Internship Advising. Oops. And your career cluster is Health and Health Administration, and you work with me specifically. And as you can see, this page has a ton of resources for health students on what you can do with your major, searching for a job and internship, how to earn academic credit for your internships, and then resume and cover letter. So on the resume and cover letter tab, we also link to our resume module, which I just showed you, and we also have a resume quick tip sheet where you can work through your resume that way as well. And then I have put together a list of sample resumes. So for here, we have a health studies sample resume where you can see what types of experiences health studies students have. If you're a communicative disorder student, same thing. You can see what type of experiences communicative disorders students have, HDF, kinesiology, nursing. We also have a physician assistant sample resume, so you can see if you're on a PA, if you're wanting to be a PA or in med school at some point, you can click on this resume to see what types of experiences you may need in order to get there. I'm going to click on the health studies sample resume for a second, just so I can show you what this will look like. So when you click on a sample resume, it will bring you to a sample resume. So here you can see what your final document should look like as a one-page document after completing the resume module. So you're going to have your name. You only need your town and state, phone number, and appropriate email address. At the top of your page, education should come first. University of Rhode Island, Kingston, Rhode Island, and this is exactly how it should look. So you can just type it exactly as it looks here. Your specific concentration may change if it's not health promotion. If you have any certifications that are relevant to what you want to go into, so if you're hoping to go into PA school at some point, or nursing school, or working with children and you're CPA or BLS certified, that's how you would list it there. Okay? You want all of your most relevant experience toward the top of the page. Employers tend to scan your resume for only approximately 30 seconds, so you want all of that information that you really want to highlight toward the top, which is why I recommend using a relevant experience section at the top or a professional experience section. This is where you can list any experience, paid or unpaid, that is relevant to what you hope to do in the future. So this does not mean that it's only your paid work experience. This can be volunteer work that you've done if it's relevant. This can be service that you've done on campus. leadership roles that you've had that might be relevant, as well as internship and research experience. And you can see here that this student in particular has her internship at the Rhode Island Department of Health listed. She was a direct support professional and an emergency department volunteer. All right. All of your experience listed in each section will be listed in reverse chronological order. So the most recent will be listed first, and then the least recent will be listed last. All of your bullet points will start with a verb, and will only need to be about one sentence long. Other types of experience you can have are leadership experience or memberships in professional associations, volunteer experience, research experience, or relevant coursework. This particular student was on the DIVE conference committee, so she added her experience here because that's a really great experience to have, especially if you're doing things on campus that relate to transferable skills. So event planning, as you can see, the student managed a conference attended by 400 people. That's really impressive. That shows additional transferable skills that an employer may really want to know and see. And professional skills. What you would like to have under here are your computer skills and language skills if you have them. Now, for computer skills, you do want to make sure that you list Microsoft Office. Any social media, if you do list social media, make sure that you have utilized it in a business platform marketing way, not just for personal use. Microsoft Office, Word, PowerPoint, Excel are really key in today's industry, so also list those. In addition, since COVID-19 has happened and is happening currently, if you have any other software or platforms that you have utilized, please also list them here. That could mean virtual platforms such as Zoom, Google Meet, all of those types of things that you've been using for virtual video conferencing. So that is the sample resume. I'm going to exit out of here and go back to our guide. Now, if you click on the Searching for Job and Internship tab, you will become here. And I really recommend that you do this because you can search our job and internship module, you can watch a video on how to appropriately email employers, how to find unlisted internships, and how to find virtual and remote internships. These two resources here, the unlisted internships and the virtual remote internships, I highly recommend given the state of COVID-19 and how that's going to impact searching for internships specifically in the health field. Many of them are going to be unlisted, or many of them are going to be virtual or remote. So I recommend taking a look at these two videos. I also highly recommend utilizing LinkedIn and networking in terms of finding an internship. This has always been an imperative way of finding internships, but even more so now that COVID-19 is happening. Particularly for students in healthcare right now, because many employers are on the fence and things seem to be changing daily on whether or not they're taking on more students or people into their organization and their facilities, it's even more important that you reach out to those contacts that you have. We talk about here how to create a LinkedIn, how to utilize the LinkedIn Alumni Finder, and we also have a list of internship and job search sites here that you can also utilize, specifically Handshake. So I want to just go into Handshake first for a second and show you how to utilize this. When you click Login, this is going to be your single sign-in. Oops. So when I log in here, I will change it to the student view so that you can see what it will look like when you log in. And this is what it will look like. And what I recommend for students is to search for things very vague, such as health. All right. And then you can find and filter through for internship, part-time job. I usually always recommend that students put on part-time job as well, because some of those paid opportunities are really great for student internships as well. And some employers don't list them under internships, but it doesn't mean it's not a great experience to have. And you can also filter by location. So if I wanted, within 20 miles of, Kingston, Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, here on the side you can find some things that will pop up. This mental health internship here is a great experience at Fellowship Health Resources. We have had many students there that love that experience. Oh, it didn't change my location. Oops, nope. Rhode Island, United States, not Australia. Alright, let's see what pops up. The mental health, environmental education is another one. Hospice volunteer internship in Pawtucket. All of these are really great experiences for you to take a look at. Even if they're not exactly what you see yourself doing in the future, take a look at what you will be doing and how that will help you. Inside sales internship fall semester at Blue Cross Blue Shield. You may not see yourself as a salesperson, but having Blue Cross Blue Shield on your resume is going to be really helpful for you, especially in the health field. The family chiropractic internship, child psychology, there's many things on here that I would take a look at and recommend applying for. And you can go ahead and do that right through Handshake. So now if we go back to our page, oops. And as I said, finding internships, you're really going to want to take a look at the unlisted internship video, which walks you directly through how to find an unlisted internship. It tells you everything you need to know, and you can just click on here and listen to our colleague discuss how to find unadvertised internships. And then you can do that as well. And also I recommend, like I said, networking. It does not have to be a scary topic. What you can do is tell everyone that you know that you are searching for an internship or an experience for whichever semester that you're looking for. Preferably, people in your family network, tell your parents, tell your family, tell your friends, friends of friends, whoever you're in contact with, because you never know who they may know and be able to connect you with. And then also to wrap up, we have our networking module. So if you want to take more look at what networking is and how to do that as a professional, please feel free to also go through this slideshow as well. Effective networking, I just wanted to draw attention to this because this is how you're going to find great experiences and internships. So networking happens when you meet people, you build relationships, and you maintain your relationships. Networking doesn't happen where you just hand somebody a resume and you're wanting something from them, a job, an internship, whatever. This is happening with those people that you know and that you meet at different places. So talk to your faculty, talk to your friends, talk to me, and people at your side jobs too. I mean, if you work at a restaurant and you come across people that you're serving, I'm sure they've asked you what you hope to do in college, so make sure you let them know. You just never know who you're going to come in contact with. But it's really important to maintain those relationships. All right. So those are just some quick tips on your resume and how to look for an internship during this time. I'm also going to be linking a great article for how to find jobs and internships during COVID-19, and I hope that you take a look at that as well. I can be reached at or you can make an appointment with me on Starfish. So please, if you want me to review your resume or if you want to talk more about job and internship search, please review these resources first and then make an appointment with me on Starfish, and I'm happy to help you further. Thanks and have a great one.